Indigo, what are you doing? Why are you jumping around like that? So, why are you doing that? You can do it! We believe in you! Look at you jumping around! We're just having fun! Oh, I missed it when he actually jumped off. Okay. And here we go! Hello there, thanks for joining me. I am AVStoryteller. This is my Let's Play Skyrim, where I am probably focusing for the last time on the Dawnguard DLC. You rejoin Raimyr outside Fort Dawnguard. Okay, a lot has happened. We have successfully defeated Lord Harkon, retrieved Uriel's bow, got Uriel's shield as well, and Skyrim is a much safer place. However, there is still a number of loose ends that we still need to tie up. They're not major loose ends, but they're loose ends nonetheless. Also, I want to talk a bit about how I felt about the whole DLC. Alright, just let you know my overall feelings of it. So, what loose ends am I talking about? Okay. Here's the thing. Steal from the bookcase, right? How can I steal from a bunch of bloodthirsty evil vampires? I would love to see the guard that runs up to me and says, you have been found to be stealing from a bloodthirsty evil vampire that's threatened to kill every human being on the planet of Nirn. What say you? Pretty much what you just said, actually. I have no problem with that whatsoever. And last time I checked, evil vampires didn't have any legal right. So, it's not stealing. So, what loose ends am I talking about? Well, very importantly, Valerica, Serana's mum. She is still within the soul cairn. And she mentioned she wouldn't leave the soul cairn unless Harkon was, dead. So, we need to speak to Serana, see if she's got anything to say about that. Raimyr, I must admit, is still opposed to the idea of Valerica being released from the soul cairn. As far as Raimyr is concerned, Valerica is not a good guy. Absolutely not. She didn't disagree with Harkon's plan because she felt it was a bad idea. I'm quite sure she would have liked the outcome of the sun being blackened out and her and the rest of vampire kind being much stronger. What she disliked the idea of was how much attention it was going to bring to the vampires, and it was going to be a threat to them. Her concerns were not for the men and Myr of Nirn. She is a monster. Let's not forget this. Let's not woolly over this. She is a monster. So, we'll see what Serana has to say about that. There's also a few other things like telling Ishram about the vampire that we killed at Markarth, and the Jarl has been saved. And there's also the crossbow schematics for Serene Gerard still have yet to be found, if that will ever be found. And I still have the Elderscrolls, and I am eager to pass these on. Now, in my head canon, Raimyr is going back to Cyrodiil, so he's quite happy just to give them to the Moth Priest there at the White Gold Tower. But how do I actually make that happen in Skyrim? Anyway, let's have a quick word with Serana. Such a pity. Beheading, beheading, beheading. There's Dracula's 3 brides. Let's have a quick word with Savannah.
What now?
Okay. Looking for something about your mother? Still the option to treat some arrows with your blood. Okay. Want to turn into a vampire? No. Ah, now we've discussed this before. Was that always there, or has this just recently popped up again? Now, again, in my own headcanon, Raimyr has the cure for vampirism. He has the ashes, which is the hardest ingredient to obtain in order to create the potion in order to cure his daughter Sylvian-Lir. There's going to be more than enough for 2 people. So, curing Savannah. Let me just back out of that conversation. He's something that Raimyr has learned. He's a different person than he was at the start of Dawnguard. It never occurred to him that vampires could be good. Savannah has proved that they can be morally good. So it's not just a simple case of vampires are evil, they need to be cured or they need to be destroyed. This has opened up a whole new world for Raimyr, and he's starting to question a number of beliefs that he's held throughout his life as well. So yeah, although there is an option to ask Savannah about a cure, he's not sure whether he should ask her or or try to influence her in order to take a cure. Because basically what I'm saying is, how would you like to die at some point in the future? Because that's what it is. It's a death sentence. And that cure is going to make you mortal. Now, Raimyr being the Dunmer, he lives for a very long time. Human life, however, is over in a blink by comparison. So even if it is an option, would he want Savannah, who he's grown very fond of, to take the cure? Let's broach the subject anyway and just see where it takes us. Savannah.
Yes?
I know we've spoken about this before, but have you any further thoughts about getting cured of vampirism?
You brought that up before. I think I was a little short with you.
And I guess that's what I must have asked last time, and that didn't go particularly well. I shouldn't have brought it up again.
Probably not.
Too much skooma back in the day. Forgive me if I sometimes repeat myself.
And that's it. That's it. The conversation is over. She's given the impression there that no. We've talked about this before. I've said no. The answer's still no. What can you do, eh? In my own headcanon, there is the possibility that in the long journey to Cyrodiil, if she's still coming, and that is still an if at this point in time, that she might change her mind. But for the time being, that is very much a no. Indigo.
What is on your mind?
Any thoughts on that?
I'm thinking, what is Mr. Dragonfly thinking?
Mr. Dragonfly is thinking,
what's next?
We've been through a lot and we deserve a drink. We certainly do. And as soon as I've spoken to Ishran and Dexion, that is precisely what I plan to do. I'll explain more once we get inside.
I'm glad we're finally taking the fight to those monsters.
Someone's still taking the fight to the monsters, it seems. Where's my little lantern? There it is. Fantastic.
What now?
Yes, just before I go into further detail about a night out on the town, yeah, Valerica, there was no mention there of your mother. Just try once we're in
Yes.
Dawnguard. No, still nothing. So, effectively, I imagine you would have to go to the Soul Cairn and actually speak to Valerica regarding it, which Raimyr is not going to do. If Valerica is released, she'll go back to the castle, and she would have to be watched 24/7. So, let's find Ishran and Dexion in no particular order.
Consider washing up a bit more often.
And
Friends
here's...
like you are hard to find, and very valuable to me.
Thank you very much. We're going out for a drink later if you want to join us.
Cozy little place, isn't this?
Right, Ishran.
Arcade's
No,
been watching
Florentius.
over me for years now. He says he's not too sure about you yet, though.
Yeah, we rescued you, but after that, very little happened regarding yourself.
I knew you had it in you. Arcade wasn't so sure. Between you and me, I think he didn't expect you to make it. But not me. I knew it all along.
If you say so. So, Florentius, interesting quest. Not quite sure of his value once he got back here. Maybe we missed the options. Maybe it's something we should have talked to him about before the final confrontation. Okay, so let's find Ishram.
No offense, but you're not looking so good.
Oh, I haven't caught vampirism, have I? Oh my god. That would have been ironic. Agmar for the save there. Well done, that man. Okay. That would have been funny. After the medal ceremony. To wake up as a vampire. I'll take
you're
2
getting along
potions.
with each
Just be on
one.
the safe side there.
Some getting used to.
Where is that man? Now, Dexion does normally just hang around here, but
May your next fight bring you victory, friend.
not in this case. Okay. Let's find him. Where are they? Here we go. It's a bit dark, isn't it? Let's get a bit of light going.
Once again, the Elderscrolls have proven their value.
Yeah, they've also proven to be a very heavy piece of paper.
Can you imagine it? A world without a sun. We would all have been doomed, vampires and men alike.
Is that what the actual tyranny of the sun would have been then? The disappearance of the sun? That doesn't make any sense. I mean, all life on them would have just died. Plant life would have went first, then the animals that feed on those plants, then the bigger animals that feed on those smaller animals, or herbivores, you know, like your cows, your sheep, and what have you, and then basically man and Myr that needs those things to survive. So that doesn't make much sense. Okay. The Elderscrolls have served me well, Dexion, and I was just heading back to Cyrodiil, and I had planned to take them to the White Gold Tower to give them to the Moss Priest in the library there. What say you?
Of course they did. I never doubted for a moment. If I may ask, what will you do with them now?
What I just said. They're bound to bring me fortune and glory. Hadn't really thought about it. They're indestructible, so they'll make Elderscroll armor. Genius. Did you have something in mind?
I did, in fact. Quite perceptive of you. I'd very much like to have those scrolls. Someday I may be able to return them to their rightful place in the Imperial City. How would you feel about turning them over to me?
How would you feel about me escorting you back to the Imperial City? I'm on my way there. 6,000 gold in the yacht. That's a lot of gold. That is a lot of gold. I was going to hand them over to the Moss Priest in the Imperial City for nothing. Gratis. So I'm happy for you to have them. Here.
Thank you. You are too kind. This has certainly been quite the adventure, hasn't it?
They belong in the museum. You take them. That's a weight off my mind and my back. Now, we need to find Ishram. Have I already checked in here? It would appear so. I mean, when I find Isham, he's just gonna say, "Well done."
I
Vampires
like what
are
Isham
annoying,
has done
aren't
with the
they?
place.
And
It's good
that
to see
sort of
someone
stuff.
else who's really prepared.
Well, let's complete the quest. Let's take it off the list. Silly question, but Isham did make it, didn't he? He didn't get jumped at the last second.
Good day, friend. Keeping well?
While I doubt we'll ever be truly rid of vampires in Skyrim, you've certainly made it a much safer place for now. I'm
Thank
proud
you.
of what we've managed to accomplish.
It's good to
Let's
feel
get back to work.
appreciated.
Divine smile on you, friend. Until next time.
Need something?
Hello. Nope, nothing to say.
This
Now,
is
if
fine
you'll
for now,
excuse me.
but we can't
Come
stay.
on.
Congratulations, friend. You've won a well-deserved victory here. The people of Skyrim owe you a great deal, whether they know it or not. Shall we continue the fight?
Yes, let's. God, the Elderscrolls were easier to find than Isham. Where is... You know what? I think I might just wait around in the castle until he turns up. That might be just a smart thing to do. Well rested. I could use a drink. Oh well, let's have an ale as well. Let's start the evening off. The plan is to head over to a tavern. I was thinking Whiterun, to have a well-deserved victory drink and hopefully have a sit down and have a chat with Indigo, because I've been trying to still
Can you
progress
imagine it? A
Indigo's
world without a sun.
quest.
We would all
We need to
have
find
been
out
doomed, vampires and
what
men
more we
alike.
can find out about the Doomstrider. Oh, here's something else I discovered while I was on the Nexus. Tesco has brought out the next version of Campfire and Frostfall, which is excellent. So it appears that he has managed to retroactively fix the bug with the red axes still appearing in campfires where you had a previous campfire. And also the instinct ability, that thing, which shows off wild animals, living and dead things, now has the ability to work indoors. Now, according to the changelog, it works half as effective indoors as it does outside, but still that's a very welcomed addition. I'm going to light myself up with some candlelight. So I haven't installed that yet. I'm looking forward to installing that and seeing how that plays out. You know, it's just occurred to me Isham could still be walking back from Castle Volgar. Raimyr has a level up, so let's see. At level 43 we're going up to. Health. Can never have too much health. And 1 perk point. Smithing 117. That's phenomenal. That's because of Skyrim, that is. It breaks the 100-point limit. So that can just... So it's better than just making it legendary. It just keeps going up and up. I forget what limit it goes up to. I want to say 150, but I could be just making that up. It's been a long, what, 6 months, 7 months since I installed it. So my memory's a bit fuzzy. Ooh. What do I need to get to the 5th level? 1 of that. So, what should I get? would like that as well. I'm just going to save that perk point. Just going to save it. Still have not found Elysium. You know what? Let's just go get a drink. Whiterun. Here we are, Indigo. So, the girls have kicked us out of Fort Dawnguard. They wanted to talk about stuff. Girls stuff. So, what can two young men, after defeating evil and saving the world, Skyrim, do before a long trip back to Cyrodiil? You need to let off some steam. That's right. And I've heard there's
someone
someone
who can get things done.
Oh,
I like that.
I haven't even started drinking and you're already looking amazing. This is a new
Have you
mod
met
I've
my
got
father?
installed.
He's the steward up at Dragon's Reach.
Yeah, this is Baishin's War Maidens, I believe. It changes a few more characters, and Adriana is one of them. And I must admit, 2 thumbs up.
Until next time.
Till next time. So, we've been kicked out. So I say we head to the tavern, have a very well-deserved drink.
Speak to me.
What do you think?
Whiterun has some of the best air in Skyrim. There is a subtle dog breath aftertaste, though. Let us go.
Better start drinking heavily then. And so, got our glad rags on to the Bannered Mare.
Excuse me, my friend.
This place looks busy tonight. Good, a good buzz. This is Garth,
Dragonborn, how's my finest customer?
which is kind of like a cross
Did you
between
raise your prices, Carlotta?
a pirate
I had...
and
Dragonborn,
Belgareth from the
how's my
David
finest
Eddings stories.
Let me guess. They're saying it's because of this trouble
And
with the
he also
Stormcloaks?
has been improving Myrisi'l, or
Exactly.
what I like to call
Road
the
patrols
Bachelor
were cut in
Pack,
half because
for
the
when I
Jarl
get
needed
kicked out of
soldiers.
Fort Dawnguard.
Now the bandits
Make
are
it
bolder
quick.
than ever.
So,
They've been
let's
raiding
get a
us.
drink.
Done nothing.
Well met, Traveller.
Hello,
Rum Scryer.
that's the lady that likes her wine, don't you?
Make it quick.
Maybe.
What else can you tell me about wine besides drinking it?
When it comes to examining wine, I'm still just a novice, although I have picked up the basics. About time.
Past, present, and
Let's get some drinks on.
what are
I enjoy
these?
this work well enough, but I'm ready to retire. I've been thinking of selling the Intri-Solda. Anyway, what do you need?
That's interesting. You don't look like you need to retire.
Take a look.
This
What
is
have you got
local
for sale?
favorite and one of the first songs I ever learned. Ragnar the Red.
Alto wine. Yes, let's have all of them.
Need anything else? Just let me know.
You want to ask me something?
Yeah.
I hope this will be a mutually beneficial exchange.
Ask me in the morning. In the meantime, have 6 bottles of wine or whatever that was. I've
What's
lost count
next?
already. That's a good sign.
To the gods.
Oh, excuse
We
me.
are nothing more.
Let's get a few down here.
Battles in gold he had made.
Raimyr is
But
kicking
then
back.
he went quiet, did Ragnar
If you're
the Red,
looking
when
for
he
a
met the
challenge,
shield
you've
maiden
come to the right
Matilda
place.
said.
Oh, do
The
tell.
security in Whiterun
A
is
few
terrible.
drinks, a few laughs, and a contest. What could be better?
Oh, I don't know. What's the wager? You don't stand a chance.
Ha! We'll see about that. This is a special brew. Very strong stuff. Let's get started.
Oh, you are so
I'll
on.
start round 1. Down the hatch.
You need to go make sure he doesn't cheat.
Your turn.
Here we go.
1 down, my friend. 1 down. Yeah. And another one for me.
child's play. This reminds me of that scene from Indiana Jones and Raiders of the Lost Ark, where she's having that shots contest. There's about 20 shots on the table already, upside down. Second drink, easy enough.
So says you. I think I've hit my limit on these things. Tell you what, one more and you win the contest.
You've only had one? One more, no problems.
Wow, you've really done it. The staff is yours.
We were playing for staff. That's great. That is.
You know, you're a fun person to drink with. I know this great little place where the wine flows like water. We should head there.
Well,
hey, you don't look so...
Riding the hammer fell.
Wake up.
What?
That's right. It's time to wake up, you drunken blasphemer.
Where am I?
Of course. You don't remember getting here. I'm guessing you also don't remember coming in here and blathering incoherently about marriage or a goat. Which means you don't remember losing your temper and throwing trash all over the temple.
That doesn't sound like me at all. Was there a man named Sam with me?
Belda teaches love and compassion, but that doesn't mean we're just going to tell you what you want to know and let you walk away from this. Pick up your mess, then apologize. And if we think you're sincere, we'll consider lending you aid.
Oh, my
I feel
head.
terrible.
Oh, my head. That's the last time I drink 13 bottles of alcohol wine.
How are you feeling? That was quite a night. I think.
I can't. Ow.
Me too. It feels like a dragon relieved himself in my head. This is why I do not usually drink heavily. I wonder what came over me.
You got drunk too?
Did I ever? The last thing I recall is you saying, "Go on, you're still blue. Drink more." Then there was a lot of running in the dark and laughing. Beyond that, I only remember fragments.
As long as we weren't
A
naked,
short steed?
that's fine.
Feathers? Nothing more.
I don't remember much myself. I hope we didn't do anything especially bad.
I fear there is a high probability we embarrassed ourselves.
I am the Dragonborn!
My head is thumping. Let us go discover the damage.
Talk to me again when you've cleaned up your mess.
Okay.
Pick up your mess.
Mess. I have awoken. I have awoken in the Temple of Belda in Markarth. Sam and the staff he promised me have disappeared. I have no idea how I got here, but a priestess has told me I trashed the place. I trashed the temple. The priestess might tell me what happened to Sam and the staff if I pick up the place. Okay, let's go.
Then we'll talk.
Oh my head. Oh, turn out the light. It's so bright. What exactly am I picking up?
My friend, is your head screaming at you?
No,
Mine is screaming at me.
That was a giant.
Ow.
What were we doing with a giant toe? Repair supplies. Giant toe, holy water, Hagrid, Sam. Giant toe, Hagrid, feather. I've forgotten what he said already. Giant toe, holy water. Holy water, Indigo.
Yuck. What was I drinking last night? Ugh. You have something to say?
Oh, keep it down.
My head is pounding. This Sam fellow has a lot to answer for. Okay, what is next on the agenda?
Wait, the priestess.
I suppose that'll do. Belda teaches us forgiveness after all. Even for a drunk like you.
I say Skyrim. You owe me. So, do you remember anything I said when I got here?
You were ranting when you got here, but most of it was slurred. You did say something about Rorikstead. Maybe you should take a look there.
Okay. To Rorikstead! Run. Once was a hero named Ragnar the
Outsiders
Red,
aren't trusted in Markarth. Just keep that in mind.
Drinking in Whiterun and sleeping in beds. That's not the exit. And the blackguard did swagger and drink all our ale when he spoke of big bottoms and woman he'd lay. But then he got quiet, did Ragnar the Red, when he met hot Dunmer Myrisi'l, who said, "Oh, you're so..." I like that last verse. That last verse is my favourite. Run! Like the wind. Where we're going? We are going to Rorikstead. Warwick, I can't see you. You're so black. You've got a wet nose. You've got a wet nose.
Mm-hmm. I think I can hear whirring and clicking deep underground. Okay, let us get back to it.
Funny.
City of Markarth. Where do you want to go?
Try not to look drunk, he might not give us a lift. My good sir, we would like to very much go to Rorikstead. Didn't notice.
You've got a lot of nerve showing yourself in this town again. What do you have to say for yourself?
I'm the Dragonborn. No idea what you're talking about.
Is that so? Does the name Gleda ring a bell? The star beauty of my farm? Kidnapped by a drunk lout and sold to a giant? You better remember her right fast before I call the guards and have you hauled away.
That sounds pretty bad.
You're damn right it does. I'll never breed another prize-winning goat like Gleda. And don't you think of coming back to Rorikstead until you get her back from that giant.
Did you see an ice shard? I could have sworn I saw an ice shard. Did I say anything about where I left her stuff?
You mentioned something like that when you were running off with my goat. Tell you what, you bring back my goat, and maybe I'll give a damn about your staff.
I remember the goat. So funny.
All right then.
What?
Victory is yours, I submit.
It's a dragon.
No, not like this.
It's a dragon, Indigo. We should probably do something about that.
I cannot best.
Oh dear. Shh, walk away. Just walk away. Just walk away. I want to learn more about this goat.
I remember a little more now. You said, "Hey Inigo, I bet you that goat would make a lovely steed." That explains the sore tail.
Oh, so much fun. Let's go. That's my horse! You're such a good horse. I shall get on you. It doesn't want me to stay on. Okay. Find Glenda the goat.
Hey,
no.
Steed, remember who is in charge here.
Onwards! Ooh, is that...
Need something?
Hello. Is this a pub? That's not a pub. Find a pub. No, no. Find the goat. Must find the goat. Mustn't find the pub. I'm sobering up here. That's no good. Let's. Oh, can I eat a quest? I bet if I really try, I could eat a quest item. God, I have some mead. I didn't want that wine anyway. Let's find. Onwards! Stupid tree. Onwards! Where are we? Where are we in the Weech? I think we're in the Weech. No. No, I wonder. My heart is in the Weech. My heart is not here. My heart is in the Weech. Chasing the deer. No, that's not right. Oh, bad doggy. Bad doggy.
They are better off this way.
Yeah. Yeah. Any thoughts on that?
Yes, I'm wondering how many raindrops have hit us since we started talking.
You should sing me a song.
Fair enough. I will give it my best shot. Okay, here we go. My friend stood looking at me, asked me to sing a song. I tried to think of clever words,
but my mind
they rained on the ground and I sang along. You know I will follow you anywhere. I will maim your boredom and kill your despair. These lyrics may appear a bit unrefined. I am busy trying not to fall behind. I enjoy the dark, my nose is aware. The night smells exciting, I do declare. I am running and singing some more. I do not find running or singing a chore. I do love the rain and how it does pour.
I found a goat.
This song makes no sense and yet there is more. Raindrops are falling from the sky. One just fell into my eye. I know loss and I know shame. Life may be fun, but it is no game. You have a spell that strengthens our connection. You took my life and performed a resurrection. Standing about is fine by me. When my body rests, my mind is free. We are both champions, tough and brave. If you fight us, you are digging your own grave. I hope that we survive this night. I hope I meet a spider and give it a fright. There is more rain in the air than words in my head. I regret I must soon put this song to bed. Singing is fun, I really must say.
Oh, my drink has worn off. No way. No.
That words sometimes go away. That is that my mind is drained. But I hope that you were entertained. The end.
Clapping emote. I found a goat. Oh, if I light him up, he's going to attack me. So, let's light you up. And let's light me up. Let's light the goat up. I would like to talk to the goat.
Fellow, let us see what you are made of.
Oh no! Run, goat! Run, be free!
You will pay for that.
Don't hit! Ah! Don't hit my cat.
You are as tall as
Leave him alone. Leave
You will not live to
him
regret that.
alone. Stop it. Stop
Try
it.
again.
Stop it. Stop it.
When he falls, don't forget to shot timber.
Stop it. Timber! That was very heroic. I saw that. I've lost me goat. Come here, goaty goaty. No, no. I have this. Where you gone? There you are. I have decided, Indigo, that I am going to build my house within the Reach because it's sunny there and it's got blue sky all the time. All the time. Where do we need to take this goat? Back to his name is Endless. My heart is in the Reach, my heart is not here. My heart is in the Reach where there's blue skies all year. Chasing the Forsworn and following the road. My heart is in the Reach where I go. Wherever I wander,
I am sorry for my actions last time we met. I now understand you are not a short horse. My apologies.
I'm coming, Indigo! As soon as I've had another drink. I don't know, Indigo. It's so difficult to give a farmer his goat. He just does not want it till the morning. What kind of farmer is he?
Something on your mind? I think I may have killed a lot of chickens during our drunken night out. If you see any disgruntled farmers looking my way, act casual.
I know exactly of the drunken farmer you are oh, is that a dragon?
All set.
Fight!
You can't harm me. I'm ethereal. Deal with it. I should light myself up.
Impressive wingspan.
I'll light you up, Indigo. And I'll light you up, dragon.
Kill the revolting beast.
I'm trying. I'm trying. I so put a mage light on you. I think we may have got it. Who's a good goat? Who's a good goat? Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Mind yourself with that fire. Don't burn anything down now.
Look out! Don't get too close!
Oh. Oh. After unsuccessfully trying to return Gilda the goat to the farmer because it's the middle of the night and the farmer keeps shouting at me to get out of his house every time I walk in, Raimyr has decided to continue the drinking, and we have ended up here in Frost Fruit Inn. So we're gonna do that for a little bit. Hair of the dog and all that.
You have news of our quarry.
And
do yourself a favor and
speak
don't
to the
have
farmer in the
children.
morning. Any thoughts on that?
I'm thinking maybe we should get a seat.
That is a capital idea.
All set? It is good to be relaxing.
It is indeed. I will. Inigo's got his drink. Raimyr is having another ale. I've lost count. Completely lost count. And we should chat, my good friend.
My friend, do you mind if I ask you something?
No, not at all. Go right ahead.
Okay. Langley is a very interesting man. He knows a lot about me, and there is a great deal of evidence that his visions usually come to pass.
Yes.
All that said, we have only just met him. In your heart of hearts, do you think we can trust him?
How about you keep your nose out of it?
I'm going to keep this short this time. No. I'm not sure. I wouldn't be surprised if he has other motives for helping us.
It is hard to tell what those other motives could be. I want to believe he is our ally, but your opinion is important to me. I do think that he is mostly good, but perhaps we should be wary just in case. I appreciate your insight, my friend.
You are
There
welcome.
is something else I am compelled to mention.
Mention away.
When you were outside getting those eggs, I told Langley about how you spared my life and my debt to you. He questioned my memory. He said my mind has been through a lot with this skooma, the grief, and the endless battles and so on. He suggested that maybe you are not the person I remember.
Yes, Indigo, and I've been trying to talk to you about this a number of times.
What does Langley know anyway? He does not know you like I do. He does not know about our shared past. No, I will not entertain such a silly idea. I am not confused. I would know you anywhere. You are my friend. End of story. He is just jealous of our friendship. Pay it no mind. Anyway, that is all I wanted to say. Let us talk of other things.
It could be the alcohol, but Indigo, we really need to talk about who you think I am.
Please, my friend, drop it for now. Maybe later.
Okay. And one more.
One day I hope to learn how to fight underwater. I just can't seem to do it.
You and me both. You and me both. We are just basically defenseless in water, and it really annoys me. My alcohol has worn off, so I need to sort that out. Okay.
Yes, my friend.
Mind if I ask you something?
You have my full attention.
Let's relax here for
Why
a bit.
not? Let me know when you are ready to move on.
I think I should get some of that privacy you were mentioning and then return this goat in the morning. Let's get a bit of rest. I'm hungry. Okay, I need a cooked breakfast. That's what I need. Right, let's
They've grown all right.
Hey, watch it.
More stupid.
Sometimes I think you're the coldest man in Skyrim.
Let's head out.
This is your own pleasure.
And here, with the 5 stages of drinking, Raimyr hits the worst part of level 5. There's no sun, but there is a dragon!
There! A giant ugly
Fight! Oh, I'm so badly hangover, I am not in any condition. Run away! Oh, that's a nasty one. Keep running! Let's get the Uriel's bow out here. Ooh, and that reminds me of a great kind of headcanon plot to the ending of Dawnguard, which I'll tell you about in a moment. Actually, I suppose I could tell you about it now while I'm fighting this dragon. Just occurred to me, it would have been a great alternative ending to Dawnguard if it turned out Serana was evil and working for her mother all the time. Let me take a step back. In Oblivion, Uriel Septim the seventh, had visions, and it was partly due to his dragon's blood. He could foresee his death, and he foresaw many other events. And I was thinking, maybe that dream Raimyr had, maybe it wasn't a dream, maybe it was a boom premonition of the future. So, let's say I'd left Uriel's bow at Fort Dawnguard, which would be a sensible thing to do just before you go out for a very large night on the town. And Raimyr returns to Fort Dawnguard just as the sky turns black, and Boney's screaming in my ear saying I must return quickly. Serana has killed Ishram, led a secret force of vampires through Dead Drop Fall Mine into the back entrance of Fort Dawnguard, and is currently killing everyone. After she had been working with her mother from the very beginning.
Come on, Gleda. I am sorry for my actions the last time we met. I now understand you are not a short horse. My apologies.
You're not a horse. Absolutely not. Yeah, so return back to Fort Dawnguard, and Valerica is there. They had come to this plan together that they can defeat Harkon by themselves. So they concocted this plan to get the vigilance of Stendarr to get Uriel's bow for them and help them kill Lord Harkon. However, Harkon got wind of this plan, sent his own vampires into Dim Hollow Crypt, and killed the vigilance before they could free Serana, who hadn't been in there for 6th century, but a much shorter period of time. However, plans change again when the Dragonborn turns up, kills Harkon's vampires, but they turn this to their advantage and get the Dragonborn, Raimyr, to find Uriel's bow, collect it, kill Harkon for them, and then all of a sudden, when we turn to Fort Dawnguard, the sun's been turned black because Serana has used her own blood to taint one of the elven arrows, used the bow, and is murdering everyone in Fort Dawnguard. What am I trying to do? I'm trying to get rid of some of this heavy stuff. Then you have a fantastic final battle with Valerica and Serana within Fort Dawnguard, and very dramatic ending, I would have thought. That's why I'm overburdened, obviously. I've got half a dragon in my backpack. It was just a thought, anyway. I think that would make a great mod if someone's got the time to create the quests. Just a very interesting addition. Had thought about trying to edit that up myself, but I think it's actually time to make a move and move on to new excuse me and move on to newer things. But Gelda, let's bring Gelda back to Ennis as Raimyr nurses his horrendous hangover. I'm good. Nope. There we go. He must be outside finally. Because every time I was going into the farm, they were just shouting at me to leave.
No. You talked to Reldith yet? She's like a mother to me. You here from the city?
I've got a goat for you.
Whiterun from time to time.
Please shake it off my hand.
Deals. Reldith is the hardest working farmer in Rorikstead, but I'm the one with the head for business.
Okay. Here's your goat. Now can you please help me retrace my steps?
And not a scratch on her. Happy day! I still can't figure out why you stole her. You left a note explaining it, but half of it was gibberish and the rest had mead spilled on it. Only bit I could make out was repaying Isolde in Whiterun, and even that's mostly scribbles. Guess you could try there.
Whiterun. We're going to Whiterun. But we're going to do it quietly.
I'm thinking I'm soggy, but I do not mind.
Because my head is pounding. Is there a carriage? Right. To the horses! Oh, why did that have to be so loud? Quickly and quietly as possible to Whiterun. And this is definitely the worst part of level 5. The sun. Oh man. 2 very drunken adventurers.
Isolda.
Oh.
I vaguely remember her quizzing me about being Khajiit. I may not have been entirely honest about our anatomy.
Oh, the mind boggles what you could mean by that.
Hey, you mix potions, right? Can you brew me an ale?
I hope you weren't too nasty.
So, you're finally back. Look, I've been patient, but you still owe me.
Yeah, I've been getting that a lot.
Oh, what's wrong? Did the engagement fall through? Look, how about we call it even, as long as you bring back the wedding ring? That's really a shame. I was so looking forward to the wedding. You said you'd have all the most interesting guests.
Do you know what I did with this wedding ring?
You went right out to give it to your fiancée. Don't you even remember where you left her? And after you told me that sweet story of how you met in Witchmist Grove, I can see why she left you.
Oh my head. I need to get to the wedding, please.
You must have had a wild night if you can't remember that.
Quite lovely.
But I suppose everyone gets the jitters before their wedding. And I did say you could take a bit of time paying me back. You said the ceremony was going to be at Morvenskar. Don't forget you still owe me.
Head to Morvenskar? I've never heard of it.
Farewell.
So, we are heading to Morvenskar?
It's a fine day with you around. Once I've made enough money trading with the Khajiit caravans, I'm going to buy the bannered mare
Everyone's
from
talking to me
Belda.
at once, and I can't understand either of you.
Hi, is there something I can do for you?
Do you get to the Cloud
Hi,
District
is there
very
something
often?
I can do for you?
Oh, what am I saying? Of course you don't.
Look, I've
I don't
had a
have to
very
take this from
bad
the likes
night.
of you.
Why have I got a steel axe on my head?
Something on your mind?
Yeah, about 40% proof, I think. Where are we going?
Let's get back.
I have awoken from a night of debauchery. That's a great word. Debauchery. I have woken from a night of debauchery, with no idea what happened. Sam and the staff he promised me have disappeared. Ilsonda in Whiterun has told me to look for Sam in Morvenskar. And Morvenskar? Huh. Is right there. Great, we can get the carriage to the Windham stables. Onwards, my friend. In fact, I'm just going to have a big glass of water. Try to rehydrate myself. You look strangely familiar.
I can take you to any of the hold capitals.
I would
Where do
like
you
to
want to
hire
go?
your carriage. I would like to go to Windhelm. Where's Windhelm gone?
Climb and back,
There you
and
go.
we'll be off.
I foolishly thought it was in alphabetical order. Windhelm. And it's freezing cold. Let's get over here as soon as we possibly can. Huh. There's a statue of Talos up there. The cold air is actually quite bracing, quite refreshing. And perhaps just the thing that Raimyr needs to sober him up. Okay, that's kind of where I need to go. Oh, the path leads around. Okay, let's do this. If it wasn't so cold here, this would be a nice place to build a house. Thought I heard something.
My fleas bite harder than that.
You'll take that pelt, thank you. Come in to go. We need to find this wedding ring. Will I go to marry Gelda the goat? Who knows? Sounds like I had a lot to drink. Oh, bad people. Okay. I did see bad people. They have now disappeared. The whole point of having a fortress is that you stay behind these safe walls. This is a life lesson for you. Okay. I'm shooting them with my very nice arrows. That's not good enough. Some ancient Nord stuff I think is more than good enough for these people. Hope I can take it back. Ah, no, no such luck. Marvuska discovered. And we've already met some friends. Hello. Oh, and they ran through their own trap. That was what the flames I saw earlier. That's clever.
Damn you!
Bye. Thanks for playing.
You think you stand a chance?
I would say about 50-50.
Ah!
Oh, saved by a fence post. Ah, we seem to have come across necromancers or Daedra worshippers by the look of things. Oblivion. There you go, any thoughts?
Something troubling you? I'm thinking you are a natural with that bow.
Even when badly hungover, it seems. Let's check out the local map. In fact, I think the alcohol has improved, the hangover has improved my aim. Oh, we were definitely here, weren't we? My stamina had bottomed out there again. Right, Indigo, we need to go in. Indigo?
I will attack on sight.
There you are! We need to go inside and find Sam. Be real quiet like. Let's light you up.
What was that?
I heard someone.
I guess I was just hearing things.
Sounds like it's coming from above us, Indigo. Seem to be going through a lot of trouble to get this wedding ring.
They drink all day and night, and what do I do?
You
I
work the forge.
What have we got here? My Kinnerous Whisper's not working. Oh, there we go.
Why do they need me to do this? We use magic, not weapons.
Never should have.
I'm sorry, what were you gonna say? In the heart. Wow, did we really get through all that? Chirrup's heart. Oh, a smithing increase. That's a biggie. And that's the end of it. Oh, and I forgot to take it. Onwards, Indigo. I'm sinking down. That's my stomach. I am hungry. Sober but badly hungover, that should have said. Let's have a bit of fruit tea, I think. And a very simple bread and tomato. I've got a very delicate stomach, I'm thinking. Another empty bottle. Fantastic. Ooh, money. Any further thoughts?
What do you need? I'm hoping your magical light is not giving away our position.
It probably is. Ah. There's a trap. Really quite difficult in third person, but it looks better. Oh, bad guy! Got him. There's another one. Ah, Electromancer.
Magic is not a toy.
Oh dear. I'm getting hit left, right and centre here. Let's poison that up. And a bit of this frost and with this magic. Put my aim off!
You are a feisty one.
Oh, get down, Inigo! Make some shocking comment there. Oh! Son of a! Oh my, I'm all out of stamina, that's not helping me. No wonder I can't zoom in. Right, don't do that.
Give me your best.
Hit him while he's down. Heroically, obviously. I missed! Oh, you're such a kill stealer! Well done, well done. I know, it's just me, but firing electricity while wearing the metal suit doesn't strike me as the most sensible thing to do. That's freaky. I seem to be going incredibly slowly again.
You wanted to get married here? What were we drinking? Sanity repellent?
Some kind of strange blue liquor. Usually used to clean combs. Oh, hello. Excellent. 200 attack, I'll give that to Zara, she'll like that.
Excellent work.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean interrupt your flattery. I've just gone and blown it now, haven't I? Not sure if that's getting better or worse. There you go. Conjure Flame Atronach. I think I already know that one. Yeah, I do.
What is on your mind? I am thinking that one of us should try to remain sober at all times from now on. Okay,
well volunteered.
Let us get back to it.
What was that? Hello? Seriously? Nothing to say about that?
You wanted... What would you have me do? Yes?
It looks like we're going into the strange bubble.
It will be done.
Oh, I was telling you to do that then, wasn't I? Excellent stuff. Right, let's go in. Indigo, how on earth did we end up here last night? Have we entered Hobbiton? Ooh, torch bugs. Right. Oh, let's just keep looking around. He has to be around here somewhere. Huh! Hello!
You're here. I was beginning to think you might not make it.
Wow, quite a party.
You're here. I was beginning to think you might not make it.
It was quite a trip. Where are we?
I thought you might not remember your first trip here. You had a big night. I think you've definitely earned the staff.
I have all the things needed to repair it.
Oh, the Hagraven feather and so on. You can throw all those out. You see, I really just needed something to encourage you to go out into the world and spread merriment. And you did just that. I haven't been so entertained in at least 100 years.
Oh, so who are you, Sanguine?
I am Sanguine, Daedric Prince of Debauchery. I know. How could I lie to you? Well, how could I trust you until we've shared a few drinks? But it wasn't long before I realized you'd make a more interesting bearer of my not-quite-holy staff than this waste of flesh.
Which waste of flesh? Why did you choose me?
Let's be honest here. I don't always think my decisions through, but you're going places. Maybe a little influence from your old Uncle Sanguine could help adjust your course a bit.
Okay. Thanks, I guess. I'm so badly hungover at the moment, I'm not exactly thinking straight.
My pleasure. But I think it's time for you to go. No fun keeping you locked up in here with the staff.
Why did all those men at the table look identical? Just with different hats and clothes on. Oh!
Come on in. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out.
It appears that we have just appeared in the Bannered Mare. Let's check the mission, Indigo. That's the map. Okay. So, Sam turned out to be the Daedric Prince of Debauchery Sanguine. He spurred me on during a drunken night of revelry that crossed all of Skyrim. I've acquired the Sanguine Rose for my trouble. And it's just as well he didn't let me act outside of conversation. After revealing himself, I might have taken a swing at him, Indigo. Even with my hungover state. He's the Daedric Prince, after all. Summon the Dremora for 60 seconds. Whoop-de-doop. Let's go find a volcano to slow this down. Right. I think we're going to be in big trouble with the girls when we get back. We are so late. And we should have been heading back to Cyrodiil hours ago. So, on that note, I think we should get the hell out of here. Any final thoughts before we go?
We survived a drunken night with a Daedric Prince. Wow! We know how to have a good time, my friend. Or so the evidence suggests.
Yeah, fortunately I can't seem to remember much of it. Yeah, can we keep the events of that night between us? Just between the two of us, okay?
Yes, I will not mention the Hagraven, and you will forget about the goat.
You've got yourself a deal. What goat?
Precisely. Now, fancy a drink?
Of water.
Joking. My liver would never forgive me.
If it didn't kill you. And on that note, everyone, thank you very much for watching this very fast and loose episode of Indigo and Raimyr, the two drunken adventurers. Now, Raimyr is going to head off to Cyrodiil to return the cure and cure his daughter Sylvian-Lir. Join me next time, where I will be starting the Dragonborn DLC, where we will I've not played that. It would be a blind playthrough, just like Dawnguard. Dawnguard overall, what can I say about it? I would give it 7 bites on the neck. It was enjoyable. The things that I felt were missing, there was a number of conversations with Ishram which I felt could have been easily added to it to flesh out the Dawnguard fortress and its influence on the actual people of Skyrim. It was feeling quite isolated and a bit disconnected from what was happening in Dawnguard and actually how it affected the rest of the people of Skyrim. Overall, I enjoyed it. One day I might actually do a bit of a speed run as the vampires and just get their side of the story. Who knows? That's going to be a while down the road, I would imagine, if and when I do that. So, thanks again for watching. I hope you enjoyed this Let's Play. If you did, give it a like, please subscribe. I hope to see you next time. And from myself and Indigo, take care of yourself, and goodbye for now. Okay, maybe just one try, just to see what it looks like. I'm waiting to be impressed.